Hello guys, my name is Satmati Panjaitan, the student of Faculty of Letters in Universitas Metodis Indonesia. And before I start, I want to say thank you to my lecturer, Dr. Esron Abarita M.Hum, who guided me to make this video. Well, in this video, I want to present my topic. My title in this mini research report is Derivational Affixes found in the video of Obama's speech at the 2020 Democratic National Convention. You know guys, in this video, my focus only to present chapter 1, 2, and 3 of a thesis. Chapter 1 of a thesis is Introduction, chapter 2 is Review of Related Literature, and chapter 3 is the methods of the study. Okay guys, before I continue to explain my material, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment my video so I can study from my video later. Okay, let me continue. In introduction of chapter 1, there are 5 subtitles. 1.1, the background of the study. 1.2, the problem of the study. 1.3, the objectives of the study. 1.4, the scope of the study. 1.5, the significances of the study. 1.1, the background of the study. I will explain to you what a writer must write in 1.1, the background of the study. Thesis is skripsi for S1. What a writer must write are the most common things in everyday life until the topic of our thesis appears. Okay, the thing I need to write in 1.1, the background of the study. I will introduce to the readers that Indonesia becomes one of several countries that develop English as a foreign language. Learning a foreign language means learning vocabulary. If we have a lot of vocabulary, it is easier for us to learn and understand the meaning of a new word and that we learn. When we talk about vocabulary, we also talk about words. Words particularly formed by current structure. The study of word structure is known as morphology. In morphology, we will study about morpheme, and then I will explain about morpheme, then affixes, and last I will explain about derivational affixes. 2. The problems of the study. Guys, you see, because my title is Derivational Affixes found in the video of Obama's speech at the 2020 Democratic National Convention, so I try to formulate my problems of the study. And the problem 1, how many kinds of derivational process found in video of Obama's speech at the 2020 Democratic National Convention? So guys, we need to find theory about the type of derivational process to answer problem 1. Now problem number 2. What are the functions of those derivational affixes in video of Obama's speech at the 2020 Democratic National Convention? So we need to find theory about the function of derivational affixes to answer problem number 2. Okay, let me continue to 1.3, the objectives of the study. You know guys, in academic writing, the objectives of the study must be related or synchronous with the problem of the study. Because my problem 1 is how many kinds of derivational process found in video of Obama's speech at 2020 Democratic National Convention. So my objective is to know how many kinds of derivational process found in the video of Obama's speech at the 2020 Democratic National Convention. Now let's see my problems. Number 2. What are the functions of those derivational affixes in video of Obama's speech at the 2020 Democratic National Convention? So my objective is to know the function of those derivational affixes in the video of Obama's speech at the 2020 Democratic National Convention. Well, let me continue to 1.4, the scope of the study. What you need to write in here is your limitation of your study, your limit of your research, link with your title and problem. so that your analysis focus on one point. So the limitation of the study is on the analysis of morphology about their functional affixes found in the video of Obama's speech at the 2020 Democratic National Convention. The video consists of 19 minutes duration, and there are 5 sheets of speech transcript. Well, let me continue to the last of chapter 1, which is 1.5, the significances of the study. You know guys, we do study, we do research, it must have contribution to academic research. It must have significance. There are two significances, which are theoretical and practical. So in my theoretical benefit, this study helps in learning affixes, especially the derivational affixes that change the class of root or base in the part of speech. And my practical benefit, the result of this study is to give precious contribution to lecturers, university students, and future researchers. For the lecturers in this study might become a meaningful contribution in teaching vocabulary. Derivational affixes are some morpheme derived or create new words by either changing the meaning of the part of speech. When the readers are able to identify the derivational affixes, they will be able to develop their vocabulary significantly. For university students, this study hopefully can be used to study both the affixes, derivational and inflectional. The results of this study is expected to be a previous study for those who are interested in doing similar field of the study. Next, chapter 2, review of related literature. In my chapter 2, there are 5 subtitles: 2.1 Morphology, 2.2 Morpheme, 2.3 Affixes, 2.4 Types of affixes, 2.5 Derivational affixes. 2.1 Morphology. Morphology is the study of morphemes whose arrangement form a word. Morpheme is a minimal, meaningful unit that can form a word or part of a word, such as shift in the combination receive. According to Katamba, also morphology is the study of the internal structure of words didn't emerge as a distinct sub-branch of linguistics until the 19th century. And 2.2 Morpheme. Morpheme is the smallest language unit that has its own meaning. The smallest unit refers to the minimum unit of meaning or grammatical function that is own, wherein the meaning of the unit refers to nouns, adjectives, adverbs, and verbs. Morpheme. There are two morphemes, free morphemes and bound morphemes. Free morphemes are morphemes that can stand alone without any other combination of morphemes. Many words contain roots that stand alone. For example, man, pet, order, fairy, tea, sweet, sick, cook, and walk. A word that contains free morpheme has a basic meaning without the addition of grammatical functions. Free morphemes can appear with other lexemes. Bound morphemes. Bound morphemes are the morphemes which cannot normally stand alone, about which are typically attached to another. They include prefixes and suffixes. The set of affixes that are included in bound category can also be divided into two types, namely derivational and inflective morphemes, which are usually attached to other forms. Bound morpheme must also be harmonized with other morphemes to accept its meaning. This can be a modified word if you use bound morpheme. And 2.3 affixes. Affixes include morphemes which build new word formation and new meanings. Katambah, uh, according Katambah, the affixes is morpheme which only occurs in attached morphemes such as roots and stems or bases. And then 2.4, the types of affixes. There are three types of affixes: prefix, infix, and confix. Prefix, the affixes which can be added to the beginning of a word such as premeditate, prejudge, be, on, this disadvantage, disbelief, imperfect, impatience, and then confix, an affix consisting of a prefix and suffix simultaneously simultaneously to the word suffix. And then suffix, an affix that can be added at the end of words such as in sleeping, eating, running, climbing, er, singer, performer, reader, and is, typist, pianist, novelist, linguist, and ly, male, sickly, friendly. And then 2.5, professional affixes. As we know that a word is sometimes built by combining affixes and roots together. Sometimes it can form new words with new meanings and can also change part of root words called derivational affixes. The derivational affixes are affixes that change speech from roots or base which have a function as important means by which new words can be made in English. Next, chapter 3, the methods of the study. In my chapter 3, there are 4 subtitles, which is 3.1, the research design, 3.2, the source of the data, 3.3, the procedures of the data collection, and 3.4, the techniques of data analysis. 3.1, the research design. The design of this study is descriptive, qualitative to collect the data, obtain an accurate description of status of identified variables as they exist. This study concerned with derivational affixes found in the video of Obama's speech at the 2020 Democratic National Convention. The design used to structure the research to show how all the major parts of the research project work together. This research will be in domain of descriptive qualitative research. Qualitative research must be descriptive and research that produce descriptive data, speech of word, and behavior that can be observed by the subject itself. And then the writer used library research that consists of collections, some books, and journals related to the study and information from internet. The writer focused on the derivational affixes in analyzing the text and all the data in the form of word. By using these methods as research, it will help the writer to investigate and describe the data clearly. And 3.2, the source of the data. Source of the data is the most important things in conducting research. The data source of the research are the video of Obama's speech at the 2020 Democratic National Convention and the transcript. The data of this research is all the words that contain their derivational affixes in the video. And then 3.3, the procedures of data collection. In collecting data, the writer used the observation method. The writer takes the following steps in order to collect the exact data. Number 1, the writer found the video of Obama's speech at the 2020 Democratic National Convention. And second, the writer watched the video of Obama's speech at the 2020 Democratic National Convention and reads the transcript. And the third, the writer finds and lists words which contain derivational affixes. And then 3.4, the techniques of the data analysis. After collecting the data, the writer analyzes the data used these techniques. First, the writer identifies the word in the video of Obama's speech at the 2020 Democratic National Convention. The second, the writer describes the derivational affixes of the word in the video of Obama's speech at the 2020 Democratic National Convention. And the third, the writer categorizes and finds the function of the derivational affixes of the words in the video of Obama's speech at the 2020 Democratic National Convention. And the fourth, the writer draws the conclusion from the results of the analysis. Well, that's all of my presentation. Once again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment my video. And thanks for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.